Oh, do I have to go through all that again? So fucking bullshit. And we're back. Just spam click though, half of it. I wish it was that easy. Unfortunately, a lot of this has me actually doing interaction. Yeah, so my display drivers disabled themselves, so I stopped receiving connection from my PC to my monitors, so I had to shut the whole thing down, reopen it, and it will only re-enable one of the drivers. So then I had to re-enable the other one but manually, which was possible now because I had at least one monitor, and then I had to restart the device, and now we're back. It's not the first time it happened. It was happening a lot about a month ago before I cleaned out my PC, so I guess I need to clean it out again, but it's honestly, it doesn't feel like it's been that long where I should have to do that again. I don't know. Also, you should probably not check last stream's chat near the end of the stream, since Mimi sent a spoiler. I'm assuming it was by accident. Oop. When a meltdown occurs, the containment unit will have a timer displayed alongside the alarm on top. This timer... Oh, well, I guess I don't get to finish reading that. Meltdown can be resolved by performing works with the abnormalities whose containment units are affected. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, a portion of energy that we've collected will be lost, and the counter of the containment unit will be immediately dropped to 0. Please try to prevent this from happening. You can find more detailed information about this in the work count penalties section of the manager's manual. Each time meltdown occurs, the higher the meltdown level, the more containment units. Okay, I guess I don't get to read that. Basically, when timer runs out, shit hits the fan. Okay. Okay. You know, it advances the dialogue when you hit right click. Sometimes I'm not hitting right click and it advances the dialogue because something happens. If you don't believe me, try the tutorial again and see it. Limbo. Oh, wait, wrong one. And the mission is successfully. Holy shit, is that Sans Undertale? Welcome in, Azriel. Ultra Sans, but yeah. Welcome indeed. Bruh. When a mission is successfully completed, you will be able to conduct a research project. The proposals for a department varies. Research projectiles are displayed at the start of each day during the deployment. To select a research project, click and drag it to the open slot. Proceed. Did this just start? I feel like I'm a bit early. Computer crashed a second ago, so I had to restart the stream. But we're still in the tutorial, so it's whatever. Oh yeah, no, it moves on once you do the thing. Yeah, but sometimes I'm not prompted to do something. It just, like, has a cooldown. Like, something's gonna happen on screen that's explaining, and once that thing happens on the screen, it moves on. For example, the, I think if I remember correctly, the meltdown was one of those examples. I could be wrong about that. My mind's blurry, but I know there was several. There was like at least 2 or 3 examples of that happening. Do you recall how you were rewarded LOB for your skill during the management? You can see the total amount of LOB you have garnered here. For this part of the instruction, I'll show you how to spend some of the LOB to hire new agents and how to deploy them. By pressing the hire. By pressing the hire button. Please take a moment to test equipping other employees with both ego and weapons of this shit. There we go. And I have presented my pre-send onto this world. Business Raven. Yes, Business Raven. Work processes with the abnormalities. It appears that there is a mission waiting for you today. It is not necessary to clear every mission you have immediately, but it is recommended to handle them soon so that you will be able to conduct research the following day. One last thing, if you have further questions involving the management process or deployment, you can always review the manual by clicking the button on the top. The manual can be opened at any time using the F1 key. Next, I will briefly explain to you how to deal with the situation arise. When you are ready, please begin the next day of management. Would you like to advance to the next, I guess? How many tutorials does this game need? So I forgot to press the publish button. Allow me to explain how a manager should deal with emergency situations. The number displayed here is the counter. Will decrease if you happen to violate the management guidelines shown in the encyclopedia or fail to avert in time. So now you must be wondering what happens when the counter drops to 0. No? Shall we find out? Please work the containment unit and order an agent to perform repression work. You get 3 tutorials, and then the game throws you head first into the trial by fire. Oh god. An abnormality counter reaches 0, they will either escape or use a special ability. Such things can lead to rather inconvenient situations. This particular abnormality happens to escape. Our agents cannot work with it while it is escaping, so we need to suppress it. Please click on the escaped abnormality. Abnormalities can inflict 4 different damage types. Red, which decreases health. White, which decreases sanity. Black, which decreases both. And pale, which decreases HP by a percentage based on the target's maximum HP. Agents equipped with ego can also utilize one of these 4 damage types. Furthermore, abnormalities have a set of defenses for each damage type. Some forms of attack may be weak, while others could be fatal. You can suppress an abnormality more efficiently when your agents attack using different types of abnormality is weak to. So it hates whatever that is. This abnormality deals red damage and is weak to white damage. How convenient that our agents are all equipped with ego suits that resist red and ego weapons that deal white damage. One other thing, if an agent is using an ego weapon whose grade is higher than the abnormality's risk level, they will deal more damage to the abnormality and take less damage as well. In our current situation, the ego's grade and abnormality risk level are the same, 10/10. When the suppression UI is on display, you can take note of what ego each agent has been equipped with before sending them into combat. Hovering your mouse over an agent will allow you to check on their defenses. Now please click on the agent and begin suppression of our escaped abnormality. Okay. What specifically this one? Coming face to face with an abnormality, especially so when it's on the loose, can be quite shocking and frightening for your employees. Just like when an agent enters a containment unit, they may receive fear damage. If the risk level of the abnormality is high, while the agent level is low, it will cause a heavier strain on their mind and lower the larger portion of SP. It appears that this abnormality is a bit too strong for just one agent to suppress. This is a good time to remind you that if an agent dies, the ego they were assigned will be lost as well. Now let's order the rest of the employees to help suppress this abnormality. Please select the two other agents by clicking and dragging them with the primary mouse button, left mouse click. What am I missing here? Oh my god, this is so janky. By clicking and dragging on them with the primary... What am I missing? Yeah, I tried it with like File Explorer. That didn't do anything. This is what happens when I try to like file this. That's what I'm doing. It's not. That's what I first tried to do. And this is what happens when I tried to do that. Make sure both of them are in the box. Now what? Now click. Now right-click the SCP. Okay. The text bubble did not explain that appropriately. You've done well handling this situation. Let's move our employees back to the main room of the department. Please select them all by clicking and dragging with the primary mouse button. Was the screams necessary? What the fuck? Did they lose all their sanity? When an employee's sanity SP falls to 0, they will panic. A panicked employee will show different behaviors depending on their highest virtue. If you wish to learn more about this, please refer to the section Employee Panic in the Manager's Manual. Now please click on the current panicking employee with the primary mouse button LB. Agents can be recovered from their panic when their SP is restored completely to 100%. SP can be restored with white or black ego weapons. Conveniently, all of our agents are equipped with ego that deals white damage. Please select all available agents and order them to suppress the panicking. Are we not worried about that one that also seems to be in a panic? Oh god, we're killing them. Or at least it looks like we're killing them. I don't know. This was excellent. Truly well done. If you ever happen to fall into a situation you would wish to redo, such as turning back time to avoid the death of an agent, you can do so by pressing escape and clicking the rewind to memory restoration button, or by clicking retry. When you choose memory, you will back to the most recent imprinted day. Retry, on the other hand, it will restart the current day's deployment. Am I supposed to? My head. First panicking. You're healing them with hammers. They also said you can hit spacebar to pause time in the game. Oh, I don't remember when it said that, but thank you for the tip. Now that I think about it, I think that's what these are too. Lastly, let's call all our agents back to the main room of the deployment. You can, of course, do this by selecting them all and manually moving them with the secondary mouse button. However, there is an easier manner next to the regenerator gauge of each department is a recall button. You can use this button to next to the regenerator gauge of each department recall button. You can use this button to summon all your agents back to their respective home department's main room. Please try doing so. That was a terrible thing to read. I feel like I had a seizure in the middle. I mean, if I was healing that guy, where did he go? That one didn't sound like panic. That sounded like something else. This concludes our basic manager training and education. If any questions, concern happen to go. Manual, pressing F1, escape manner, tooltips, step here, blah, 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 good luck, blah, blah, blah. Shrimp. Shrimple. Okay, now you can play the game now. Yippee, yay. Just click the continue button then. Okay, so we have 2 lob points. Should we get another employee then? Hold up, what's their skills? Also, you can customize employees. I mean, are lob points used for anything else? I don't think I remember it being used. Because it's the crate. Are they the same as the crate thing? Because it's the crate things I use to unlock information. Suppose I can also strengthen this employee, right? How do I do that again? Right. I can fully customize them. No, crate things and lob points are different. That's what I thought. You normally can't customize agents that already exist, but I tossed in a mod for that. I'm late. Damn, can't edit the name. Wait, I can't edit the name. Or can I? It's like a little type box thing. I guess not. And I'll explain everything. We haven't even gotten into the actual game yet. I went through the tutorial. Black defense. Wait, so what does this actually affect? Is this like the defense against the 4 damage types, or? Red increases HP, white increases SP, black, purple increases work success rate and work speed, pale blue increases movement and attack speed. Let's go with that for now. And that and that. Okay, now how do I start? Click on the empty space. Ah, there we go. Begin management. Okay, that guy looks frightening. Let's try instinct work. That's concerning. Should I pull out? Should I pull out? It does not look good. How do I pull out? If I should pull out. Plays the bad to the bone riff. You physically can't make them pull out once they're... Oh, God. My one employee is fucked. Oh, she's fine. Well, let's see what we learned. How do I put me here? Let's unlock his. So we know definitely does not like instinct. So let's try and unlock possible other work preferences. Okay. That doesn't look bad. Maybe we'll try that. Anything I can do with one crate? No, it doesn't look like it. Silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross. It wears a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. You physically can't make them pull out once they're in. It's like my parents. Bruh. Be cool to send my girl back in there? Is she fine? What's your sanity at? How do I check? What the fuck is wrong with your graphics? What do you mean? It's supposed to show your HP and SP below her name. Yeah, I don't know. Just to not say stupid things first time? No help whatsoever, right? Good luck. And we need to get back in there. So I guess just send her back in. This time do some insight work. Okay, here we go. 36 out of 36, 33. Yeah, she looks fine. She looks fine. Yeah, here we go. This is what we like to see. As of this moment, you have accumulated exactly half the energy needed. Well, to be technical, there is no such thing as exactly half of energy. Energy is formless. The phrase exactly half of energy is a contradictory statement, completely without reason. In other words, you cut off the broadcast. Thank you for cutting off the broadcast, because fuck, man. Okay, we could get basic information, but I'd like to get more work preferences. Okay, so definitely prefers attachment the most. That's definitely the highest. Let's get some. We can get one of these. Will restore the employee's mental state when the work results in good. Noah, who received this vindication, commented that it felt refreshing. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna be doing real good. And unlock this. Because I think you're missing a couple mods. Hey, so quick question, but when I sent you the list of mods to download, did you just download whatever was shown in the embed thing, or did you click on every link I sent? I took the names of the links you sent, I looked them up, I found the Nexus mod pages, I downloaded the folders, I extracted the folders, I put them in the mods folder. No, I don't click on links. Oops. How do I unlock the meter? Is that this? I'm assuming that's this. Okay. I don't gotta worry about that then. You should unlock everything you can, by the way, since the game gives you bonuses. Yeah, but I need to definitely... What? Okay, what do I actually have to do here? Because I wasn't very sure on it. That was like during the part where it was skipping dialogue. You just send somebody in and it stops the meltdown. Well, someone's already in there. Do I send another person in? I don't think I have anyone else to send in. Complete the workday. If someone already in there, the timer pauses. Okay. So it won't go off once they leave. Or yeah, you could just hit the complete. Okay, there, we're good. Oh, we got ego suit? Wait, no, that's just to, do that, right? Also, do I already have it now? Is that how this works? Apocalypse averted. Yep. Oh yeah, you could just see it. We need 15 unique key boxes. Yep, I figured. Sent the mods you're missing in the server, you're just missing like 3. Okie dokie, I'll look at that after stream. Okay, we should be good with just one more task. What's this for? The number of containment units that will be affected the next meltdown. Oh, is this a meter building up to a meltdown? That makes sense. I thought that was what this was for, but it's pretty blank. I don't know. Okay. Are we good to start the next workday then? The meter increases every time you send someone in to do work on an abno. Management report. Live 1, dead 0. Ranking S, 100% survival rate. Reward 3. Remaining 01, dead 00 promoted. Mission cleared. Proceed to the next day. Why? What did I miss? And is this game good? Also, hi Anon and Stacer. It's good after I got past all the fucking bullshit at the beginning. Had to go through this exhausting tutorial and just so much character dialogue. It's insane. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins? Knowing it's wrong. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. Day 1 took an hour and a half. No, day 1 took a few minutes. The rest took an hour and a half. So each of the boxes is like an abnormality. So, I don't know, magical. If the texts are related to an abnormality, I want to go with this one that sounds the least scary. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose, what part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future. The future is inevitable, but ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corporation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... Please excuse my lack of vocabulary. It's simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these, we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. Why does she have that one anime girl's hairstyle? So you should be fine, right? Oh, you sure went with the sins one. You're a good person. You won't commit sins, so you should be fine, right? Sounds the most scary. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually, I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard that control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I assume execution from firing squad? That's my assumption. Or maybe being fed to an anomaly. I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as a shock to you. Can't stay on with family and don't know what it will expect the gay, but can't stay on right now by, oh, before I go, Stacer and Anon, what magic talisman would you want for TOH? You can mix, in case you guys don't get it, Stanley's referring to the Owl House. Fuck is TOH? The Owl House, the Disney show, the Disney cartoon show with the gay. Before it was canceled for having the gay. Never watch it? You should, it's a great show. I love it. But basically, talismans are animal pet things that are made of wood on the top of your magic staffs. So basically, what animal do you want to be at the tip of your magic staff? Where is the gay in there? You asking what characters, or are you asking how far into the show is there gay? Let's say both. The main character and the main character is named Luz, and her girlfriend that she gets together with like a season or two before the ending, but it's like kind of kind of slowly getting closer to throughout the show, Amity. Gays everywhere, and they are lately fighting the religion on of the world. I mean, if I'm ever bored enough, then yeah, sure. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. One sec. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actors should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But no. but to leave the stage without, I don't know where I read no there, but to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means that the life of the role is and its actor are unfinished. Okay, bye. I'll try to jump back in if you're still on, but I may just watch the VOD. Bye. Bye, Stanley. The only thing I know about it is that it has Gravity Falls references. Does it? I don't think it does. I know that if I remember correcting, the show creator of that show and the show creator of Gravity Falls are in a romantic relationship, if I remember correctly, but I don't think I've ever seen references to Gravity Falls in that show. I've seen references to another show called Amphibia. A lot of references to that one, actually. And Amphibia has references to Gravity Falls. I'm not sure if I ever seen a Gravity Falls reference in the Owl House. But to leave this stage without fulfilling the part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean to say. We say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. God, it's like no life in her eyes. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. OMG, Malakut is back. I mistook it for Amphibia. Not to say that it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the anomalies? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous. Like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside me? Little by little. Malakut, your job isn't just to keep the anomalies in control. You need to make sure that they're happy so they'll produce as many PE boxes as they can. Please work on this. Everything else should be secondary to that objective. Goal: complete 4 work processes with a good result. So that was something. Look at that cute smile as she talks about the horrors. Good day, manager. Would you like to expand the control department? Game speed acceleration. You can accelerate the flow of time during management up to 2 times by using TT2 acceleration protocol. Joint command permits you to give cross-divisional work orders between departments. Beeper will be provided to the agents so they can be notified to return to their home department. What do you guys suggest? I'm not familiar with these enough to know what's actually good. I recommend TT2 protocol since that allows you to fast forward. Sure. Wait, there are roguelike elements? Oh, I see. Hi, manager. Would you like to research this project? Okay. We have two of them now, so we better hire a new employee. Oh, I see. I get how I'm supposed to do that now. Kept trying to delete when I needed to type. You can get all 3 upgrades the game has shown by doing missions. Okie dokie. Forget, is that the name? There we go. You'd think I'd be better at RGB scrollers. Trying to get like a bit more of a pinkish purple out of it. There's limits to what it can do. I'm back, Gumdrop. Catchy thing. Welcome in, Rylan. Somewhat that there's just anomalies you get everyone. You can get all 3 of the upgrades. So it's basically Fallout Shelter X SCP. Fallout Shelter X SCP X Capitalism Dystopia. Also, be sure to give ego gear to some of your guys. Oh, right. Who do I want to give it to? Just for the sake of making sure I don't lose it too easily. Right, go in here. Xenon Patience White. Skull emoji hammer. The person who gets hit has the bad to the bone rift play on them. Okay, we should be all good. So we need to figure out some new stuff about... Oh god, that's hard to look at. So I'm going to send Raven in to work with this guy because we already know everything about that guy and can work with him safely. Let's start an instinct with this person. Yeah, damn. Okay, instinct looks like it's going really well. You cannot settle for merely half of the energy. Your duty must be completed. You must collect the full amount of energy, just not half. Holy shit, Raven Jr. is back. Seriously though, why the fuck did you send your son to Lobotomy Corporation? I forgot you did that shit! I forgot you did that shit way back. Oh god, that was a minute ago. So I'm assuming that's high already because that went really well. So I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. Let's go with yeah, go ahead with that. Yep, hi. When the work results was normal or good, small fries appear around the employee. Small fairies appear around the employee. The small fairies will deal the employee's HP over a limited time. Can't believe that Raven Jr. became canon. You should hit pause when reading the Amno stuff. By the way, game doesn't pause on its own. I figured it wasn't right. Oh. I figured it wasn't that big of a deal. I was only going in there to click one thing and then leaving. Four, three, two, one. Okay, sending you back in there. Only got 9. Don't got anything. Okay, meanwhile, let's unlock that. If an employee under the fairy's care is assigned to a different container, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. Good to know. Okay. Jesus. Ooh, that's a meh, but at least we ended the thing. Also, heads up, but the stat increase for an employee correspond to the work type they did for the day. going to become a big deal in later days, so you should build up the habit. You should hit pawn. Okay. So making an employee do red work increases their fortune red. HP. Chanting be like. That's quite obvious, no? The fuck was that noise? Oh, she has fairies, so definitely do not do anything. Do not send her into another area. Okay, Zane. Good 6 to 10, normal 3 to 5. Okay, I think we unlocked everything. Oh, except for that. We'll have to do that next. Want to save Abnos, and it's capable of insta-death. Just like some SCPs. Something's about going to melt down in a minute. Thought so. It's chill though. It's fine. See, diverted. Okay. Non-escaping entity. Let's go. Also, heads up, but if you see an abno that's like fine with repression, work, then try to have an employee grind justice on them. What does grind justice on them mean? Since justice costs twice as... Oh, you mean one of the things. That's what, purple? Oh, that's temporary. Blue, the pale one. Since justice costs twice as much as the other stats to level up. Yeah, I noticed that. I did unlock all 4 of these, right? Yeah. Hi. Yep, that's definitely the highest. That's fine. Just send him back in. Good work on that, Raven. No one sin skull emoji is chill with repression, and he doesn't really do anything if you mess something up. So you're saying I should grind justice on him? You can grind repression work on him? Oh, grind repression, right. Oh, that is justice, okay. Just know that if no one else got one, got you, one sin has got you. Oop. It definitely goes down a little bit when I do that, but it's fine. It's fine. Gonna have a meltdown in a second. Well, luckily I already have someone over there. There we go, averted. Waiting for it. There we go. Also, I feel like I should give you a heads up beforehand. Only white damage heals panicking employee HP. Okay, got all of those bought. There's literally nothing else to use these PE boxes for anymore. Especially since they're non-transferable. Yep, you can stop working with skull emoji now. Should I not keep using him for repression grinding? If you want. But why would you do that? He's so chill. Okay then. Yeah, no, keep using him. Okay. Meltdown. Again, chillest motherfucker in the entire game. The Emperor is really chill. Oh, 2 meltdowns. Jesus. Get on over there. You should like join it or something. I don't even know what that means. Also, again, you can read the Abno's lore by pressing the button on the top right. Right, I don't think I've read this Abno's lore. I read the other ones. Oh god, that's a lot of lore. Okay. Similar to a fairy, having two pairs of wings and a small body, they act as a cluster. They use language we cannot understand to communicate with each other. They follow a few employees around when they enter the containment unit using their special abilities to heal injuries. Employees call this act fairy care. The fairies protect our employees. If you often act out of the goodness of your heart, you are a lover of nature, then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairies' care. You can also enjoy the envious glances you'll get from the other employees. Now that it's not that it's important, but what if the fairies don't approach you? Then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts entering the fairies' containment unit, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me. Only me, never towards Emil. You all know Emil and how he is. Why, just yesterday he refused to share his snacks with me. He was acting all high and mighty. It is a sacred act to be protected by fairies in any world. However, do not enter the containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, you know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. The corresponding document is only accessible by employees level 4 and higher. When Walter, who was also under the care of the fairies, died in the room of another abnormality, we noticed some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged, as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit Walter was found in was an anomaly that uses psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. We did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh the blood it was. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you, or that you've done many good deeds, it's just something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know the truth, we still sometimes become deluded, thinking that the fairies' care is happening because of all the good deeds we've done, or that the fairies are favoring us because there is something that makes us more special than other employees. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and their protection is their method to keep the meat fresh when an employee enters another containment unit. They gobble them up in fear that they would lose their food to something else. However, the employees are greatly satisfied by the fairies' care, and we saw a drastic decrease in accident rate, so we deemed it necessary to tell the truth to the employees. Oh god. I mean, I knew that's what they did, but it's creepy as fuck seeing it written out like that. Yeah, this one expanded. Employee redacted had been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy production via the anomaly increased by 12%. Employee redacted was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. excuse me, energy production via that anomaly increased by 15%. We assigned employee redacted to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside the containment unit until following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage. The phenomenon lasted for 2 hours. Employee redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were canceled. Scientific ethics decree that all footage of those who participated in the experiment is also kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but to review the footage of the containment unit. Employee redacted. This happened during redacted at around 4 p.m. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as a deer. It was crude costume. It could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsy made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it omitted. I don't know how our dear friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief or finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us, and that's when we heard the gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. When I came to my senses, I saw blood spattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as animals ever again. That's all. By the way, is this really supposed to work? Its eye sockets are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. It certainly has its gaze fixed on me, and it can somehow feel that and I can somehow feel that it is listening to me. Confessing to it does lighten my heart, admittedly. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that the boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during the hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses said they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town, and deer hunting was banned in the area. Honestly, you can expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. You can't expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. Around everyone in 10 employees will tend to say something that is not completely true. It's a different form of a lie. You can say that it's a subconscious excuse they make. They distort perspectives to justify their actions, even though they are aware that they should be telling the truth. Once this happens, the confession is no longer truly a confession. Yes, I'm talking about you trying to justify your tardiness for 5 minutes now. What? No, they got anti-furried. Oh, God. Now's probably a good time to mention that the threat levels in this game just corresponds to how much energy an abnormality generates, not how strong they are. But the stronger abnos are normally given a higher threat level. Okay, I need a few more. Well, that one's handled, and that one will be handled right after they're done with that one. They got wait, they anti-furried the great Inwich. Bro completed the day. Bro, complete the day. I'm almost done grinding for all the ego stuff. The day will never end. I'm like two more assignments to this one, and I'll have enough to finish the eco tools. Damn, Raven managed to actually win using repression. That's surprising. Let him chill off a sec to get his sanity back up. Oh hey, I just realized that Akiri has 2 ego gifts now. Yeah? Need to do it one more and then we're good. Hit the arrow button thing next to her stats to see what she has. Wing beat? I don't know. Wait, no, she just has 1. My bad, I'm blind. I have to do it again because the meltdown. Yeah, we should be good now. Oh, we're already good. Okay. We already have all of it. Please press the day 2 work button. Your employees are getting overworked. Nah. That's crazy. Nuh-uh. Not stopping until all the agents are level 5. Yes. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear seagulls. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. I'm calling A guy that picks stuff. Left one is us for real. First one and second options are both funny. I'll go with the first one. Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you have worked here. Hold on, I got a message. Marks 3 days now that you have worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In ages of old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a mage or billionaire that can grant you wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessors wished for. There were many aspirations. Common among them were seeking of some kind of growth, to lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity. Maturity. You name it, each had wanted to flower in a different way. Which of those would you want? Wish for the company to prosper. I wish for the company to prosper. Your future is determined by what you do at this moment. Currently, you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In our company, you will see things that cannot be seen, and you will feel things that cannot be felt. You shall do impossible things. May your wish be granted. Perhaps you will become the best manager I have seen yet. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for your journey to your final goal, though. Yap, 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 yap. You did it again, and you did it flawlessly, too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know. I've been carrying it for so long that it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I began working here at as the sheriff of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long time ago, maybe even before I was capable of thinking. It feels as if I've wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. Malkuth, please finish the report I requested by the end of the day. Sure thing, boss. I've got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should be getting going now. It's a pleasure talking to you, manager. Shapera? It doesn't sound like a real word. The AIs here are all unstable, with the exception of me. It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed it, haven't you? I can't complain though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. Malkuth. As you may know, our facility is really the most stable thing. We're only able to keep the abnormalities contained thanks to the deterrence, which we briefly adjust down just before the workday begins. But this deterrence becomes unstable at times. Go on meltdown. Goal: complete 8 work processes in containment units under. Okay. Shirefra. It almost looks like it's supposed to be Seraphim, but it's not. Sephira. C as segs. B as in pie. V as in pie. So, pie? Sepira? But with H. And Ra is in Ra. Shepira? Sepira? I don't really care, honestly, at this point. Joint command or assembly summons? Joint commands prevents you to give cross-divisional work orders between departments. Beepers will be provided. You can do either, or they don't really matter right now. Okay. Okay. Looks like Justice went up 1. That's a start. Increase the fortitude and then hire a new guy. This kind of looks like a VTuber that I know of. What's that dog VTuber? Yeah, Inugami Corone. Coroni. The little bits of hair at the top looks like her ears. The what VTuber? The dog VTuber. Can't see it since the... Oh, hold on. I said their name, Kurone. Inugami Kurone. It's like literally the first result you get on Google when you look up dog VTuber. Oh yeah, those do look like little dog ears. I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, that one. Crony. I don't know if that E is pronounced or not. Can put a point in something. Let's put it in fortitude. Wait, is that the fucking eating Mike Tyson ass VTuber Lamau? Might be? I don't think I've seen that meme. I know there's a lot of memes with her. Yep, that's the one. I looked it up. That's the one. Why is that a meme exactly? There's like clips of her saying eating Mike Tyson's ass because someone with that named. Oh, I actually think I've seen that one. Yeah. It's funny. Anyway, that's okay, who's new? Oh god, it's an old lady. Eupagore Ego Oh, damn, I did forgo ego. I have so many good egos now, too. Damn it. Okay, since it's a new day, am I safe to send her into a different one, or will she die if I send her anywhere? Just hit restart day is fine. Oh. Retry the day. Awesome, I also kept my employees. My new employee. You're safe to send her into a different place once there aren't fairies around her. Okay, so once the particle effect goes away. That's good. That's good. Ego list. IMO, you should give Akiri the wing beat ego since she has the ego gift theming and all that. But if you just want to be optimal, give everyone penitence. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm going to send Akiri into the new area. Wait, can you at least see what she looks like in the wing? Too late. I'll show it off in the next day. Oh, that's fine, you already started the day. Okay, I'm sending Akiri into the new area. Then I'm going to send Raven here because we already know what's going on here. And then I'm going to send the newbie into here. Was attachment. So, I'm thinking this one doesn't really like red. Does not like fortitude. Okay. Whatever the fuck it's called. Grandma doesn't like the color red. Yeah, that went terribly. That went terribly. But we'll be able to unlock... Wait. Pause. We'll be able to unlock... So we know she does not like this one. So let's try this one. At least it's common. So probably not a good idea. Maybe I'll go with this one next because we know this one's not her best, and we definitely know this one's not her best. Let's try attachment. Actually, let's let her sanity go back up first. In the meantime, you guys can keep working on that. We already got somebody going over there, so it's fine. There's a stark difference between container. Oh, okay. Since every work type corresponds to, well, a type of work. Actually, fun fact, you can probably guess which Abno likes just what just based on what they look like, since every work type corresponds to, well, a type of work. Grandma doesn't like the color red. But hopefully they like attachment. It would make sense, right? Grandma likes attachment. Yeah, I think this is the one. I think this is the one for sure. Instinct is taking care of an Abno's physical needs, food, water, bathing, etc. Insight is cleaning stuff and making sure it's in tip-top shape, sweeping the floor, polishing it. Attachment means just making friends with an Abno, and representation is just beating the shit out of it. Okay, I think this is a common one. It must be the last one. Must be the last one Grandma likes. At least it didn't go terribly this time. No, that's all low. That's the one she likes, really? I guess we just failed. Because we just had terrible RNG. So when you sent Raven Jr. to do repression work on Skull, he was just beating the shit out of it. No big deal. Like how you call it Skull Emoji Wall. Raven, why aren't you... We should do insight work with the new guy on skull emoji. By the way, since he likes insight when the person doing it doesn't have that many prudence levels. Oh no, insight. So Prudence 1 and 2 is a high success rate, but it's common by Prudence 3. Welcome back, Stanley. Alright, taken care of. What is happening? Or we might be seeing their first reset pretty soon. Should I send people to beat her up? What's the protocol here? Pink just means employee is uncontrollable. What do I do then? Just wait it out? Click on an anomaly to check the status of your employees. Yeah, you just wait it out. Okay. I'm gonna let her get rid of her insanity first and then send her in. Difference for eat ammo when someone uncontrollable, but for this one, you're probably fine if you wait it out. They have been corrected by the autism. Corrupted. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. Instinct, Raven. God, is she doing good in this round? Jesus. Okay, now we're sending you right back in because you need to end this meltdown. So you shouldn't miss out on too much. Just cash out on some workday now to save your progress in case something happens. Also, heads up, you can also get like 4 abnos per department, and the 4th anomaly you get is guaranteed to be an item abno. Also check out the grandma's lore once you hit observation level 4, obviously. Almost there, honestly. Okay, Instinct, send in Raven. Oh god. Should I cancel if I know this is going... Should I cancel the order if I know this is going to make her uncontrollable? Or do I need to let it happen so that we can continue work on Grandma? You should cancel, yeah, okay. Wait. What? You can just not work on Grandma when this happens in normal gameplay? Okay. But right now you should be fine since you're just grinding boxes. So do send her in? Do send her in. Okay. And if you ordered him to work on one sin when his name was red, he would have instantly died. By the way, the part where Raven Jr. had a red name for a bit is part of a mod. He had the fairy effect on him when you almost sent him in. I almost sent him in. I don't remember that. Why does she have glasses now? Not even on her face. Glasses is a ego gift. Oh, interesting. Wish they were on her face better. They look cute in the profile picture. Okay, Damn, so close. Fuck, that's kind of funny. Check out Grandma's weapon. One sec. Is that just a gun? Okay. Grandma's blicky. Oh, damn. Well, that one's handled with these two. There's just no reason for her weapon to just be a revolver. There ain't enough room in this town for the two of us, boy. Okay, all the things are diverted. Meltdowns. Whatever. Okay, this is gonna take a minute to grind. Let's read the lore. Okay, an abnormality taking the form of an old and feeble woman. Anytime someone enters its containment unit, it will talk to that person. What it tells differs from time to time. However, it will always commence with, "Dearie, dearie, would you like to hear a story?" This story could be a lullaby, an unspecified poem, a nursery rhyme, a common children's story, or something entirely new. It knows every children's story and will not stop recounting until the listener finally leaves. Excerpt from counseling records. She may be the loneliest of the abnormalities. She's filled with loneliness and tells her tales to fill the void. Well, every story needs a listener. And when someone enters her room, she'll try to fill that void. Of course, listening to her is a very dangerous thing. She knows every story on Earth, and even those that cannot possibly exist. Our minds can't cope with such a thing. She could fry your brain in an instant. Cowboy? Like, a cowboy show, perhaps? Friend inside me. What? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Turn this boy into Swiss cheese when the road is. Ooh, my head. Why does Corone have bandages on? Or is that actually a thorn crown from from the skull? That's funny. Raven, I think you should finish the workday for now. Okay. That's a crown of thorns, yeah. Proceed to the next day. Yes. Do you remember this melody? The professor used to play this song when the students were sleepy. Happy birthday. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machine have found themselves rested and healthy again. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. You got a friend inside me. Friend inside me. Okay, all three of these abnos are total abnormalities since it's day 4. Anyway, choose the third one. Okay. Okay, I'm done delta rotting. Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, rate of energy output has increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means you are performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It is good to know that you're happy with your work. Remember, your face isn't for the first time you came here. I remember your face the first time you came here. I read that so wrong. You were so withdrawn. Face all gray and grim. And you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. Do you see the bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Are you going to poison me? Today's occasion is not something to be monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. Who did I lose? In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known Rex from the beginning. The company grows, fertilized by sacrifice. Some random clerk died. Oh, I don't care then. It's simple as that. I'm sure they would have felt proud out of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their death with equanimity would be the greatest respect you could pay to them. That is why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased in memoriam of the noble sacrifices. Clerks are like non-controllable dudes in the background, by the way. Oh, there's guys that are just like flooding the halls like cockroaches and aren't really doing anything. I don't mind them going. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should generally hold the lower stem of the glass and then take it lightly, savoring the bubbles. Perfect, just like that. They gave bonuses if they're alive to every employee in the department, but nothing bad will happen if like 1 or 2 die. We need to be honest here, Malkuth. You simply cannot suppress the ordeals with the employees you currently have at your disposal. Trust me, I am the head of the information team. Even if your team were to suppress the ordeals on your own, there's too great a risk of extreme mental damage to your employees. Yes, Bassan, we only need to consider the mortality rate of the agents and the possibility of the abnormalities breaching. Malkuth, Lady Angela said that one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I am the Seraph of the control team. I may make outrageous mistakes in all other aspects, but this role I know better than anyone else. I know how to handle employees on the verge of insanity. I even wrote down a code of conduct for it. Honestly, it feels like I'm the only one who's following the guide. Am I wrong? Please tell me if you happen to need it. I can always share a copy with you. I'm fine, but that code of yours... I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means elimination, the death of your place in my department. To work for the control team, the department that leads the corporation, signifies that you should be more capable than everyone else. Manager, please say something to them. You've been watching what's happening to those weak-willed employees from the comfort of your office, haven't you? Can any one of you guys say something? Well, thanks so much for visiting me. It's made me so happy. We should meet up again sometime, all of us Uber Sirat. I have an announcement to make to the Shirat of the upper layer. The mental corruption levels of the control team's employee exceeded the maximum threshold. And just what did the other Shirat do in the meantime? Sit and watch? The control team has failed to handle the ordeals. Supplement the staff immediately and suppress the ordeals. I will ask for support from the other departments. Maku mission when dusk falls. As the deterrence weakens, the abnormalities will begin to grow agitated. Certain things we call ordeals, which we cannot contain, will go on into a rampage, just as they are right now. Could you calm down the employees by suppressing one of the ordeals that shows up at dusk? I'll help you with it as soon as I can. Goal, complete a dusk ordeal. I don't fully understand that, but okay. You can't do this mission up until day 20. God is just spelled like God, but with an H. Saying this events, their names are spelled Yesod, as in yes, and Odd, as in God. Good day, manager. Would you like to expand the control department? You need to wait until day 21 to do that Malakut mission. Okay. First off, let's hire a new employee. Why are his eyes like that? You'll see once you see the name I gave him. Ditto! Ditto! Oh! Found. Peak. Anyway, who do we want to level up? I'm guessing Corone would make the most sense. Okay, Vaporeon next. Shush. Okay. Now. Give the new guy some ego. Yeah, I remembered. Not making that mistake again. Okay, let's do this. Who's the new... Here it is. Okay, let's try it out with... we'll send Raven in. Let's send Raven in to the new place. Because I want to send a Curie into the Skull place to try and grind some justice. So I don't use any specific... Okay, so this is like a whole new format. Also, I remember giving someone on your team Wing Beat now. Too late. Since you just have white damage right now. I want to see how this goes before I do anything else. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Hover over it? Raven? What? What's wrong? What? You can't just say hover over it and not elaborate. I did. just now, and I saw nothing but cancel. Check your son's stats. I literally can't unless I assign him to something else. We know this. Should I cancel it? Is that what you're telling me to do? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, right. Unpause. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, what? Jefferson fucking crippled her. Why wouldn't you warn me of this? Look what you did. You didn't warn me! When the employee uses the machine, they will experience an increase in all their stats. I saw the opposite happen. The fuck you mean? Can I just reset and he'll be back to normal? Okay, so this abno is like roulette. Damn. Should I just not use it? If you end using it when it's on, yes, you gain stats. You can reset, yeah. Okay. Since I'm already doing this, who do you recommend I put Wing Beat on? Oh, it's goated as hell if you don't get too greedy. You can't put it on anyone really, but I recommend Akiri since like she has the ego gift and it'll look kind of nice. Isn't her ego gift? Oh right, she has one for both the grandma and the fairy thing. Wait, does she even have one for the fairy thing? What gift from the fairy does she have? Give her the suit as well, pretty please. It's on her left hand. Oh, her left hand is glowing. I didn't even notice that. Hatsumo Miku ass outfit. Her left, not our left. Begin management. So, if I put Raven in here and then ended it before it ended itself, would I be able to get increase in stats instead? Or do I still have a chance of losing stats? Wait, where'd you read the Hatsuno Miku message from? What are you talking about? That was my own comment. I said it looked like a Hatsuno Miku outfit. And if you hit pause, if you land on yes, you gain stats. If you land on no, you lose stats. Oh. Just forgot that free will exists. You just said it like you were reading something like that. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, I'm just not gonna use it, honestly. It's like, fuck that. Mine was buy one get one half off tuned. Something's about going meltdown soon. It's kind of nice if you want to train up new guys quickly, since you can just throw them in there and reset it until it lands on yes. Fortunately, I don't have anyone who has nothing. Instinct. Who do I have on Fairy right now? Her name. I must have Corone on Fairy, right? I'm having too many things. I'm balancing. Wait, do I have Corone or do I have the new guy on Fairy? What did I do? No one's on Fairy right now. Well, someone was on Fairy. And I need to remember who I had on Fairy so I don't accidentally put them on something else while they have Fairy on them. I got a gun. You can click on the app now to see who will die and send them in to work if you want to check who has Fairy right now. And that's because he had Fairy on him and then the Fairy expired. You should just skip to the next day once you get all the guns, since Grandma Ego's suit is fucking ass. Okie dokie. Grandma, sorry, but like, you fucking suck. The guns are cool though. Hey yo. What should I do, guys? Who should I send in? Do you think Ditto? Because he's the lowest? He's the lowest, right? To send someone in for like 5 seconds. Okay. I'll send Ditto. Then cancel work. Raven here, Ditto. Call CIA. Two fast forward buttons actually. Yeah, but I didn't want to fast forward during a meltdown situation where I had to summon someone in a get rid of my skills machine. What if I accidentally overshoot that kind of fucking shit? I'm not doing that. Repression. Her. Instinct. Him. Attachment.
Wait for it. Okay, where am I with this? That should get me enough to buy another gun. Looks like I only get 2 guns. Should we skip the day then? Yep, now you end the day. Lofander A has said this to me many times. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company, another shall experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How was your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries. No, please. Manager, how has your life been? An absolute horrid one. Nothing spectacular, just okay. Could be better. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age. Although you can always improve the quality of their life. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, searching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight. However, I will do my best to tend to the soil. That was it? Damn. Usually there's more. Usually they cut to the other android. Or whatever. AI. No new abno today. Yeah. No Malkut. Heartbroken. By the way, the Seraph cutscene only happens when you finish a mission, and since you physically cannot finish the current mission until day 21, well, oop. I don't know, what do you think? Is this one the closest? It's kind of hard to make Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku! It's kind of hard to pull this off. None of the front hairs look quite right. I'm also like split between this one and this one. Because like this one has the proper length, but this one has like the proper thickness. Is there any better ones? I don't think there is. Oh yeah, no, this one. This one? The one with the proper length? Oh, the proper length. I don't know about the front hair though. I'm having trouble with it. I almost thought this one, but then looked up what she looks like. And it wasn't quite that. Actually, no, it was this one I thought. Please arm Miku with a blicky. Oh. It's not really accurate, but this might be the best. Oh no. You're gonna have to settle for this. I'm gonna have to choose some eyes for her. Bleh. It's not good options. Get a closer look at her eyes. It's definitely not going to be an eye option, but I want to capture this. Actually, probably one of the better options because it'll have something similar to her eye color. I think the one with the ribbons was the best one, but then there's the mismatched colors to deal with. Yeah, that was my issue. I don't even know why that's a thing. Why is there mismatched colors? Probably the closest I'm getting. Miku got a gun. Anyway, though, I probably should end the stream for today. It's like 5 o'clock for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm going to initiate a day just so that everything saves. Miku with the blicky. I hope you guys all enjoyed today. It was fun once I got past all the yapping and the tutorial. Those would give me a bit of a headache, but it's fun now. I hope to do this again next week. Get through, maybe get to the other departments, because we haven't done that yet. But I think we're near the end of this department. I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. The schedule will be posted Monday afternoon EST, as always. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Bye bye.